they treat you like family, you know, directly. And also sometimes you get invited by people who hardly have food. Still, they will prepare anything for you. I don't think you find that much in Europe anymore.
Meet Paul, a celebrity master tailor from the Netherlands who has worked with the Dutch royal family. He used to live in Thailand and Hong Kong and now has been residing in India for 5 years, consulting companies about tailoring and helping set up factories. Paul explained how to live like a local in India, how Indians treat foreigners, and why he feels more free and alive in India than in Europe. I'm Max Chernov, let's go!
You live really like a local. Yeah?
Yes.
Like that's a neighborhood a bit far from the city center.
It's quite
like-
far from the center,
yeah.
yes. Yes.
I don't think there are many foreigners live here.
I don't think there's any foreigner over here. I think even my taxi driver's looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing here? Why should I drop him in the middle of nowhere on a mud road? So yeah, you see the taxi drivers, every time you see them look like, what the heck? How does this guy live over here?
But you decided like on purpose to
Yes,
live,
yes.
not to mingle with other foreigners, not to live like
Yes.
expat life,
Yes.
but be
No,
a
no,
local.
Yes.
What would be the price range for like, let's say, one floor here in this area?
In this area here, it's on about, you will laugh. No. For Bangalore standards, it's 7,500 per floor. So that's quite nice.
Which is in
euro?
In euro, yeah.
75 euros.
What? What? Oh my god, I'm moving to Bangalore.
The only thing what you hear at night are the dogs. Yeah, and that's once in a while because it's so quiet. We have some neighbors who have guarding dogs, and then you have all the stray dogs, which are really too many over here. It's a shame, but that they really have to do something about. But they go crazy at certain times at night. They're gonna fight. So I think the groups of dogs are fighting beyond each other. So 4 or 5 times a night, you really hear them fighting as a hell. It's too much. But further, it's very quiet. And once in a while, you hear the train. It's nice, you know. It's another kind of life. I go and eat with the guys. I go eat here at the local restaurants, whatsoever. Yeah, I think that's something. Yeah, more worthwhile than having or living in a gated community. It's not for me. Living in a gated community would not give me so much satisfaction as living here free. I know even Indians will not agree with me because also there a lot of Indians live inside a gated community. I can also, partly I can imagine, you know, you can feel safe over there, nothing will happen to you whatsoever. Where I am as a foreigner, I'm living here and, you know, what all can happen to me. I sometimes realize it, where I must say I live together here. I have an apprentice here in India, Aslam. He drives me to the factory. He lives on one floor over here. We work together in a lot of things. He makes me feel safe. So I feel safe also because of him over here. So nobody will touch me or whatsoever. So I have the privilege having an Indian guy over here with me who takes care of me in whatever you can imagine. We are very, very good friends. I think that also makes for me it more easy to choose, live outside, enjoy life, have parties here sometimes on the rooftop with real Indians, you know. We play Bollywood music, we only with the guys sometimes. You have a party here, you play Bollywood music. The guys who can drink have a drink, the other guys they stay sober, but still they love to dance and to enjoy. And that's what I like, you know. The parties in the hotels is fun, but dancing and having fun with the locals, it's actually, yeah, in my opinion, you know, even more fun. Going to Muslim weddings, or actually any wedding over here, you know, I always find it a great honor when they invite me. And all these cultures, all these kind of rituals they have, it's so interesting, you know. And yeah, Netherlands is safe. I don't feel unsafe over here, you know. That's also a bit of thing. People are like, oh my God, how can you live like this? Yeah, being in the Netherlands, living in the Netherlands, it's another kind of living. It's another kind of perception of living, I think.
Yeah.
Also, you struggle sometimes in the way people in the Netherlands, teaching is very easy. Here people, they're doing things already so many years. Teaching is a bit difficult because they are like, yeah, but I'm doing this already for 20 years. Why should I change? So that process is quite difficult. But yeah, okay, you get adapted to it. You can do your thing in the end.
Yeah.
It's not an easy process, but you can do. Generally, India, yeah, for me, it's the people, the country as such, and the vibe. Yes, somewhere people are still struggling to live. Where in Europe, everybody is settled actually, you know? It's more settled. More is provided for. Here you have to struggle for life. You have to fight, you have to survive. In the Netherlands, you know, there are so many things already provided for people. And if you look in the Netherlands, I'm 62. I sometimes have the idea that people of my age, they are fat, their life is over, it's okay. I really want to really live life, yeah, enjoy it and live it and see new things, learn and yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard over here, you know. The traffic, whoa, and what you can see in the traffic, oh my God. So many things happening all the time, which is much more regulated, of course, in the Netherlands. And we have road accidents, but here it's a common thing. Yeah, that makes you also, it makes you, sometimes maybe it makes you feel more alive over here, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I feel I'm more alive over here than when I'm in Europe. Yeah.
Check out the guys. They don't have any like security, you know, anything to secure them if they fall down.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there you are, struggle for life and yeah, live. In Europe, that won't be possible.
No.
No, that they would be in security harness and all those kind of things. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm telling Aslam also, I like, you know, oh my God, see how they work over here. This wouldn't be possible. There's so many regulations in our country where impossible to do it this way. No. And that's, yeah, I agree there should be regulations. But I also think in Europe we are a bit over-regulated, where here, yeah, well.
Where do you feel more free, here or in the Netherlands?
No, I feel more free over here. Yes, definitely.
Hey guys, just a quick announcement. Don't skip. I'll be running a 3-day workshop called Fast Track to Views and Profits on YouTube. If you ever wanted to start your own channel, this is the best way to do it. You will learn how to choose the most profitable niche and how to beat the YouTube algorithm. You're gonna love it, I promise. Link in description, so sign up if it's for you. And now back to the video.
I don't live in India, but I kind of feel also like more energetic, more alive when I hear.
Yes.
You just step out to the street and you smell, you see all the colors, all the noise. It's like people always on the
Correct.
street also, like any time of the day.
Yes.
10 p.m., 11 p.m. it will be people on the street interacting with each other. So it's really like, it's hard to live here, I understand. But
Yes.
actually it brings you energy. It sucks
Yes.
you energy, but
Yes.
it also brings you energy.
Yes. Somehow that's what it is. It's crazy. Not always I can pin out why I love India so much. But yeah, on the other hand, it's happening and it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun. Here I make day trips. It's 2-3 hours and you're fully in the nature, which is, yeah, mind-blowing. It's so beautiful over here. You have so beautiful waterfalls and then again, if you go to Mysore, I went with my son to the palace in Mysore. Oh my God, so beautiful. And that's, yeah, the palaces, the landmarks. Yeah, I love it over here for that.
Yeah.
It's also visiting, doing your day trips, Nandi Hills, you know, it's so relaxing. It's so great.
I guess neighbors know you because you're a foreigner, like only one foreigner here in the neighborhood. Also, like you look different also from other foreigners. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mainly, I love to dress up. When I go out, I love to dress up. So they enjoy. Downstairs, you can see them. If I walk outside, they really like, wow. Yes.
So how you make friends there? You just walk around and just start talking to people and then invite them for drinks or something?
So here in the neighborhood, I only say hello and bye. Most of my friends I made via Aslam or they're foreigners.
Yeah.
So the Indian friends, partly Muslim, partly Hindu, the guys who I party with, they are localites and they are really localites. You come at the family's home, they treat you also, and that's one thing. They treat you like family, you know, directly. When you're there, they treat you like family. With Aslam family, for instance, I'm family, you know. They take care of you like your family. When you go out wherever, they invite you for having dinner or to come over with the family. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun. And also sometimes you get invited by people who hardly have food. But still, they will prepare anything for you. They will do the utmost to give you food. That's mentality. That's something different. I don't think you find that much in Europe anymore. The mentality that, however, you know, you get invited, also in the factory sometimes, when we have the parties, you know, they all are excited when you are there, and that's fun. And yeah, when you dance, they really get crazy because all the guys, especially the guys, you know, they want to show off. In the Bollywood music, when they play the Indian music, I love to dance. And when I'm dancing, yeah, I feel free. So but then especially the Indian guys, you know, they have to show, and they try to, or yeah, their dancing is quite aggressive, you know. They're really like showing off, and but yeah, it's fun, you know. It's nice to see that the guys are appreciating you.
Yeah.
And yeah, they try to treat you as one of them.
What are the misconceptions in Netherlands about India, or maybe in Europe overall about India? What people don't get about the country?
I think India for most people is the country of yoga. People will travel to India to go to yoga resort mainly. Yeah. I think Europeans, partly they get it because a lot of people who traveling here, it's yoga and spirituality, you know. And somehow the spirituality here in this country is more than in other countries. Somehow you feel it. It's more an issue. It's more a thing somehow. That I must say, what I changed being in India, what changed me is you get more spiritual. In the end, yes, somehow it grabs you. And yeah, you know, I'm living here with a Muslim guy. That's somehow also funny, because I have discussions with him about his belief and my belief. I always say I'm a born Catholic, not by choice. It's what you become, and I think actually that's my whole belief. Is everybody is born within his religion. Not many people choose really their religion. Yeah. Because when you are in a religion, it's very hard to get out because of your society where you're living in. One thing that I find very interesting, to be able to discuss about religion with Aslam, who is a Muslim, and have discussions about, because you know there's so many crossovers. And then again, he lives in a country where there's so many Hindus. And of course they have, they do and do not agree about a lot of things. Where Aslam is quite open, and he knows a lot about the Hindu religion also. So that makes it very interesting to discuss about spirituality and about, yeah, religion. Which of course, in the end, religion is a thing over here, because in the end, you know, it's still a country where Muslims and Hindus are trying to get along with each other. And what I hope in the future, they will still get along with each other. But mainly on the political field, that's the thing. But when you see it on the streets here, there's less problem than there is politically. I think so. People mingle, people walk together, people don't give a damn about what or who you are. You work with each other, you live with each other, it's fine. Only like it's everywhere in the world, you know. At a certain point, some people get crazy, and either whatever reason they find, they have to fight with each other, which is a shame, I think, because how nice would it be if this damn world would be at peace, right? This is a tailoring book. which I introduced actually in the factory, for instance, and more here in India, because this, where we in Europe, we are really fond of ironing something well, and putting this on the buck will make it more easy to keep the forms of a jacket, because you can follow the forms. You can make a chest, form a chest over here, where here in India people are used to iron flat on a table, which in my opinion is not right, because when a jacket has forms, it should form a chest, it should form this here, a chest in a jacket. When you press it flat, it won't form that well.
I know that you work with like royal family and with some celebrities.
Yes.
Can you tell if you have any stories, maybe something memorable?
Oh my God. Well, in the past, I had the honor to dress the royal family of the Netherlands. So I have made some garments, and I did some work for the royal family, which was the first time when I was invited to the royal palace. That was really, I didn't believe it. So one of the nice stories actually about this is, I didn't believe I was invited. So first of all, they said to me, you're really invited. And I was, no. And they did call me another time to confirm that I really was coming the next day to the royal palace. So, and then I remember getting so nervous. I called my dad and I started to talk to my dad, Dad, I can't do this. I'm totally not capable, and come on, and no, this is not for me. I don't want to go whatsoever. And then, I remember the first thing what my father said to me is, because I had to go to Prince Claus, that was my first visit to the royal family that time. And my father said, son, does he poo like you do? And that was for me actually revelation. Yes, he also goes to the toilet, So why should you look up to these people so much? They're also normal people. They only have another position. And that made me relax a lot. And actually I went over there, I was very relaxed with them, and they loved it. And it was nice. Instead of being very nervous about it, it calmed me down so much that I was really very relaxed in the visit. And it was very nice to meet the people and to be able to work for the family. It was really a big honor, yes.
You had the chance to chat with them, talk with them?
Yes.
So what was the conversations about? Like some casual stuff, or? Yeah,
mostly. When you're there, you try to make them feel comfortable,
Yeah.
And that's what a tailor does. It's like, when you get a haircut, you get to know the guy who cuts your hair, right?
Yes.
And you talk with them while you're sitting in the chair. So when you take measurements, you also get to know people. So you also get to know a bit more about what they do, how they feel. And it's interesting. It are not things you can talk about sometimes. You have to keep it secret. As far as the first time I met Willem-Alexander, I actually also met his, at that time, girlfriend, maxchernovYT, which nobody knew about. The whole Netherlands was thinking he was having a relationship with somebody else. I was like, wow. And they asked me to make also something for her. So I had to measure her, and I got to meet her, I got to speak with her, and wow. I was very impressed by her at that time. Yeah, I came home and I was really like, I want to tell, but I couldn't. I was feeling like, when I tell this to my wife, she will tell it to the neighbor, and then it's out, and nobody should know this. So, and you are there because also they trust you. They trust that you take care of their privacy. So I didn't tell my wife, but I think only about a half a year later, there was a television program where a guy and a reporter found out about maxchernovYT. And they followed her in Brussels, and I remember sitting on the chair or on the bench at home with my wife next to me, and she was really looking at me. You knew this. I said, yes, I knew it. But I told her, I could not, sorry, my dear, this is something you will tell, you in such a good relationship with our neighbor, you could tell her. I was really like, yeah, no, I kept this for myself, and I had good reasons for it.
Yeah.
And, but she was really sitting like, you knew this, right? I said, yes, I even met already. I already have been making things for her.
Yeah.
So that was quite something, yes.
Do you have any like important principles that you follow? Maybe something that you kind of obtain through your life, something that's really like important. Maybe you teach your kids, or you used to teach your kids something like really, really important in life.
Try to do good. Don't expect things back. Do your thing and don't expect things back. And apart from that, it's you know, live your life.
Yeah, not someone else's life. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not able to live the way other people want me to live. Be yourself. All the way, you know, when you're extrovert, be extrovert. When you're introvert, okay, be introvert. Don't try to change yourself to what other people expect you to be.
Yeah.
And one very important thing, and that's funny because I also the guys around me over here, I try to raise, because I'm raised like you don't throw garbage. So it's very funny. So the first time I'm here, and yeah, well, people are a bit more easy with garbage over here. So the first time I went out, and I went out with Aslam, we went with the car, and halfway we bought some food, and he throws it out the window, what is left over.
Yeah.
And also the plastic he throws out the window. And I was really like, oh my God. I told him, in Holland, I would have driven back, pick it up, and I would throw it in your bed at night to teach you a lesson. You don't throw garbage. So yeah, and even with my kids, I was always very strict with, yeah, keep it clean.
Yeah.
And I try, and I always, whatever there is some package in the car or whatsoever, I try to make him put it in the car instead of throw it out. Where partly he's right, you know, they throw out the plastic bottles, but when he throws it out, he throws it, let's say, last time we were we were at a roadside where they put some air in our tires. And we had 3 bottles, plastic bottles. And then he throws them next to that guy's, his shed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Why?
They will
He
use
says,
it. Yeah.
he will sell it. It's money for them.
Yeah.
We don't have that perception. It's garbage, so it's out in the open. Where we also have to be, you know, that's the other side of it. You see on the road, you sometimes see these garbage piles where, and I'm aware because I remember working in Mumbai where one day there was only garbage on the streets. And then the next day one minister had to come and they cleaned the full street. Suddenly it's possible. But you have to realize the day before people are earning money by gathering plastic or metal out of it whatsoever. People earning money by cleaning out or searching through that garbage. But only because a politician has to go by, they clean it out. But they also take a way of living, income from people, which we can't comprehend sometimes, where here it's like that, you know. Yeah. You also have to be, okay, I can be very obstinate about that they littering the country somehow, but on the other hand, I also know people are earning money by retrieving plastics from that garbage pile.
So you are 62?
I'm 62, yes.
How does it feel to be 62?
How does it feel to be 62? I'm still a kid of 18 years old, so yeah. And I think if you would ask anything, you know, here in Bangalore you have the Soos Party app. So that's an app for people, for expats to meet each other and go out. Yeah. If you ask them, they will tell you the same. They will tell you, okay, that guy, his energy is unmatchable. I will dance 5-6 hours in the evening when I want. I love to dance. For me, it's going out and party, especially dance, getting rid of all the stress of all the week. I love it. I'm happy I still have that energy. I'm still able to dance and do like what I want. So no, I'm not feeling 62 at all. I'm living in complete denial.